Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion.
Hello, we are back. Super excited to be here. NABLL, we have the 8th place Nashville Ignite getting set to take on the 9th place Oak City Owls. We'll have Dave Mather here. You'll only have to listen to me for a couple minutes, and then you'll have actual commentary as we go. Although I've been kind of set up for the solo, so we'll see how. It's definitely a little interesting calling it over here because I don't have an extra monitor set up because I was expecting to do most of it by myself. Really like to thank Lax Decals. Those stickers look phenomenal. I can't wait to get mine. Bodum, Traditional Lacrosse, and Vanguard Lacrosse. If you're in need of any of their products, please support your sponsors. Tell them the NABLL or Blue Squatch sent you to them. Starting to gather up in the game, it looks like. We're getting some people tuning in. Looks like we're not too far delayed on the YouTube. I'm counting right now. We're like 12, 13. All right, we're a good 30 seconds delayed because I'm waiting for the owl to take a knee, which he's about to right here. He's like, I'm done. Now that you guys are ready, I'm out. All right, now we are set to go. Huge shout out to all the teams, GMs, players, everybody who put this on. Huge thank you to the players and their families. We know they sacrifice a ton to get out here. So we try to give them the best experience that we can. Owls get the first offensive possession. Shot. Saved by the Ignite goaltender. And pick up by the Ignite. Flying up the floor. Nice stick check there. But he gets it back. trickles outside. But it's picked up by the Ignite. Gonna drive in, he gets in, and nice save by the Owls goaltender, but rebound picked up by the Ignite. And a dunk. Oh, he is pumped. He is absolutely pumped. Look at him. Just jazz. Beautiful play here, by the way. He gets down, gets underneath. The dive doesn't work. 28 picks up the rebound. Comes flying around with the dunk. Jackson, Houston. Houston, we have liftoff. Look at him go. I amused myself. Sorry if you guys had to watch that again. I clipped it so I would have my sweet commentary there, and change of possession. We're going the other way. Ignite goaltender comes out. Secures the ball. Possession Nashville coming up the floor. On the far side with the ball. Gets down underneath this time. Misses again. Is 28 going to be able to pick it up and go? No lift off this time. Instead, the Owls have it. And they've got a fast break coming the other way. It's a one-on-one. They get numbers. Actually, good change by the Ignite. Smart job by the Owls not to waste that possession. These fast games, it is important to score. It makes the transition players want to jump, but nice job getting into the middle. Oh, what a save. Shot, another save. Covers the rebound up. Got to get to the cross. Just avoids the 10. It is the officials' count, not the shot clock. Gets himself to the inside, loses possession, goes into the corner, shot clock violation. Owls pick it up, bounce pass up the floor. It's off the Owls and goes out. Rest time. Possession to the Ignite. Driving in, gets to the inside, shot and a save. Rebound picked up by the Owls. Good job keeping his feet outside the crease. Nice save. Back out front, shot. Wow, what a save again. It's Ignite goaltender trying to make sure they do not get an early lead. Just gets to the inside, and I don't think he was quite ready for that shot. Let me set up Dave Mather. He's going to be here talking to you guys in a minute. I'm going to spin some stuff around for him so he can sit down and see the monitor. Take a look at that replay again.
Hello, folks. Pardon me for missing the first 7 minutes of this game. I was making sure our referees were squared away here going into the bracket part of this tournament. Owls, Ignite, 2-0 for the Ignite so far, if I'm not mistaken. Do we have our logos backwards again? Nope. Are our logos on backwards here? Yes, sir. We'll get that adjusted for you here. Ignite up to 0. Owls attacking the right side, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Swing to the lefty. Haynes, pardon me, adjusting the being over here. Haynes with the shot there, turned away. Owls with another possession. Cutting across the net, righty shoot. Oh, a pass to the back door. Finds him. Tal Bruno with the tuck, diving from behind the net. Getting the goalie to commit on that outside shooter. Finding the space behind him. Makes the game 2-1, just under 2 minutes to go in the first. Two good face-off athletes on the floor. Iku Shimada from Tokyo. And number 64 for the Owls, Grant Mahler. Iku able to control the draw, find some space to move the ball to his teammate. Wheeler carrying it in. 15 on the shot clock, getting their 5th man on the floor now. Driving hard downfield, pushing to the middle. A shot low, turned away by Ian. Pass picked off, fed across into the Owl logo. No pause to look up and see where his teammates are. Runs right into trouble. Able to squeeze through it. Owls coming down. Ignite defense pouring out of the bench. Able to cut off any sort of break. 45 seconds left in the half. 10 in the shot. Here come the Owls. Helmet pops off. Whistle goes. Will be a turnover. From my understanding. I may be wrong here. Looks like we're going to have a penalty. Likely a 2-minute cross check. Looking down for the call. There we are. 2-minute minor illegal cross check. Here come the Owls. 37 seconds on the clock. Penalty starts 2 minutes now. Owls moving the ball around. working through their lefty side, unable to connect on the backdoor crease. 18 on the shot clock, plenty of time to find their look. Wow. Jack Dagenston, outside rip, shooting from up high over the top of Ryan Clemon, tucking that in the far left corner. That's going to be our quarter. 2-2 after 30 minutes to play. Winner gets the right to play the Thousand Island Spirits in the quarterfinals. We'll have our second play-in game over on Rink 1 back on NABLL game stream immediately following this. 3 o'clock start. And then we will work into our quarterfinal matchup. At this point, it's win or go home. These teams here need 4 wins in a row to become NABLL champions. Those teams that have already qualified for the quarterfinal are looking for 3 wins. Not a lot separating you and the dream you've had all season at this point. We'll take a quick 1-minute break and be right back with you.
Player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Back to it. Second quarter action. That goal will clear the penalty off the board. Grant Mahler and Iku Shimada on the draw. Officials checking everything's ready. 10 minutes start now. A good win by Iku. Carrying the ball through the bench, passing it off to Wheeler. Referee's arm goes up. We're going to have another power play. This time looks like it's going to be for the Ignite. Fortunately, I could not see that one as it was just beneath me here. Yeah, I think it was just outside of our angle. 2-minute minor for a slash. Wheeler running the point on this Nashville Ignite power play. Jackson Huey on the lefty side shooter. Elliot Bender on the righty side. A good find down to the crease. Gets a good shot off. Ian's able to make that save. Another backdoor pass. Ian shuts the door. A few calls for goal, but Ian was there. Owls looking to kill some time off their penalty here. Crosses over center. Lamar carrying the ball, 5 seconds on the shot clock, taking a good 30 seconds off this penalty. Nashville carrying the ball up the floor, getting their power play unit back on. Looks like it will be the same unit as last possession. Jackson Huey settles in. 15 seconds on the clock. Wheeler rips, can't find the net. Ball bouncing up and over, able to control it, but dumps it back to Lamar. Lamar with speed to the net, jumps high. Ryan Clemon, able to come up with the breakaway save, pushing the ball up the floor. Nashville still with 27 seconds on this power play, 18 on the shot clock at this point, looking to get their power play unit back out there. Bender carrying in, slings it across. Huey, bounce shot eaten by Ian. Backdoor pass caught by Bender, tiptoes the crease. No, he doesn't. Called in the crease. Ball will go Owls' way, will remain 2-2 as the penalty expires. 7:40 left in the second quarter, still knotted up. Ball's dropped, big hit. Good pass by Clemens. Ignite running to safety. Drops the ball down to the righty crease. He waits for his offensive partners to get on the floor. Wheeler steps on with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's their fifth member. Bender steps in, cuts across his face. Looks back, passes, miss off Lamar, controls it off the boards. He's 44 on the Owls. Shot into the chest. Rebound picked up, puts it on net, but it's able to be turned away. Pass up to the lefty side, hitches over the top. Hames off the pipe. Shot and save. Trying to figure out numbers here. I believe Tal Bruno might be wearing 46. Good portion of the power play unit out here for the Ignite on this chance. Underneath, finds a space inside, sticks his foot and plants it in the net. Great goal for 24 for the Ignite. Dick DeMartini. Nick DeMartini. Iku and Grant again at the faceoff dot. 3-2 Ignite, 5:30 to go. Time. Grant able to come up with Eco chasing. Takes it himself. Able to carry that through a down player from the Ignite. A big save out of Ryan Clement. Our injured player for the Ignite, 34, I believe. Can't quite catch the number there. 14. Cody Moore able to get up, bring himself off the floor. Ref calling him back, wants the play to start from the crease, the right call. Lamar wanted to challenge him the full length of the floor. Ball loose, Lamar picks up. Cuts through, another chance. This time able to bury it to Ryan Clement's right-hand side. Not in the game, back up at 3 with 4:20 left on the clock. Scoreboard showing, there we go, fixed now to 3-3, 4 minutes to go. Quick discussion at the faceoff dot as number 10 for the Owls, Cam Jones, back at the faceoff dot. Seen him most of the weekend. One of the captains of this Owls team. Bender. Shot through the legs, take the deflection off Haynes. Through the legs of Ian. Unable to pick up that deflection. 4-3, Ignite back on top. Grant Mahler back out on the faceoff, taking on Iku. Wheeler able to come through, pick up that loose ball, drives down the floor, may have numbers if he can push it here. Ball knocked loose, picked up by the Ignite. A pass, looking for a backside cutter, swings it through. After all that chaos, they're going to get a look, unable to put it on net. Bender through to pick up the rebound off the backboards. A dive and a dunk. An athletic effort stepping on the back line. 2:30 to go. Ignite up by 1. A great game we're seeing here. Owls with the chance. A great save out of Clemens. Ball moved quickly up floor. Chaser keeping his stick away. Unable to find the net. Ball off the backboards. From the chase to the chaser, he's right back at it. There's Tal Bruno. Attempted hidden ball trick. Referee in the way, giving up the hidden ball trick to make sure that he maintains possession. A little backhand pass and a nice save from Ryan. Collapsing down quickly. Believe that ball may be up in his pants somewhere. Luckily on the outside for everyone. Oh, little short bouncer gives some trouble. Lamar all over the floor as he's been all weekend. One of my nominations for the players team of the tournament. Great stick save out of Ian denying Bender his opportunity. Ian looking for an outlet, sends a long one with the defender draped all over Lamar. He's able to fight it off, track down the loose ball. Pass inside to Hames is broken up as Ryan Clemens moves the ball back up floor. Minute to go. Ignite, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for Wheeler cutting through the middle, unable to corral it, unable to get the rebound off the boards. Shot clock has not reset. There it is. Pushing the ball up. Tal Bruno in on net. He's going to finish. Gets the goalie to bite on the high fake as he's diving across. Once the goalie bites, able to tuck it down and around him to knot things back up at 4-4. Short time on the clock. We may not get another possession prior to halftime. A great matchup here developing between the Owls and Ignite. Ignite with a chicken as their mascot, 2 birds going at it. Face-off win. That's the only stat we'll get for the end for that possession. 4-4. We'll see you soon.
Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition, This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Here we are. Welcome back for the second half. Brand new ball game, 4-4. 20 minutes of play left. Iku and Grant fighting at the circle. Kicked out and picked up by the Ignite Elliott Bender. He likes to go net. Lamar on him. Lamar Jelks, a fast defender to match Elliott's athleticism. Jackson Huey fighting through, looking for Wheeler, out to Wheeler. Ball's dropped. Picked up by the Owls. Rob Lucchese unable to secure it. Shot clock will go. Bryce Craig carrying the ball up the floor in the offensive zone. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Someone looking to break the tie here. Looking to cut to the net, working through the left side. Bryce swings it over to his partner on the right. No contact with the net, off the backboard. Ignite will get their turn on offense. Working down the lefty side, Liam Dunn. Liam swings it to the righties. Cut through the middle, unable to get a hold of it. Colton Hart with the pass, having a good tournament so far. Both teams fighting for their tournament life. Ice pick goes, a butt end will be called for that. Goalie pulled 6 on 5, 10 on the shot clock. High shot over the bar, gonna roll over the midline, and that will be enough. Colin Hart going for the ice pick check illegal. An automatic ejection in the Canadian Lacrosse League. Lucky for him, just a 2-minute minor here. An older rule in the CLA. Owls with a chance on the power play here. Working cross floor. Clement able to shut the door, and the Ignite make their way out of their end. Tal Bruno hanging out on the offensive end, 3 on 4 for the Rag team. Sticks his head down and fights for the ball. Owls able to dislodge it and move up the floor. With numbers now, 3 on 2. Turned away by Clement. Clement able to recover. Look, Tal looking for the dunk, not there. Passes up top, swings to the lefties. Inside shot, finds the 5-hole, bounces up into the net. Hames having himself a weekend as well. Breaks the deadlock, 5-4 for the Owls. Grant Mahler, Iku Shimada taking their 13th faceoff of the game. Kicked it back to Lamar, unable to corral it, squeezes through to Ian. Lamar will take it up the floor. Plenty of time to get across that midline. Dumps the ball off to Hames and exits the floor. 5-on-5 action. Wow, an unbelievable handle in front. Able to dump it on net. Gives it a chance at the 5-hole. Ryan Clement able to make that stop. And the Ignite with some nifty passing work. Get out of their end. 5:20 on the clock. Ignite down by 1. Looking for Colin Hart there, unable to find him as he's tied up in front. Ball picked up by the Owls, needs to be dumped off, but it looks like will be an easy clear in the end. Here comes the Owls offense, 5 righties on the floor. Going to have a hard time balancing that. Will Forrestal in front. Good shot on net as the shot clock expires. Will back and forth between both teams. The retaliation is what's going to be called. A 2-minute cross check on the Owls, I believe. The Ignite going to the box as well. Is that what we're seeing here? Going to wait for this scoreboard to update. The Owls have the ball in their offensive end. 5-on-4. Looks like the Ignite will be down. Two-minute penalty here for roughing. 4:30 on the clock. Owls looking to get their first 2-goal lead of the game. Pass swatted down. Will Forrestal unable to corral it. Ball passed off. Clearing the midline. A breaking Ignite player going to net. Big save out of Ian. Will Forrestal end-to-end action. Tries to drop it to Hames. Nico DeMartini being a pest on that end, unable to finish his breakaway. Cutter in the middle, defense collapses. Clement able to corral and keep a foot in the crease. Passes it off. Athletic play out of the goaltender there. As the Ignite clear the midline. Looking to kill some more time off this penalty. 45 seconds to go on the penalty. Owls will get another possession here. Bender carrying the ball. Bender able to kill the 30 seconds, drops the ball there. Ready to play some tight defense. No, he comes off of it. Lamar will carry it himself over the midline. Passes the ball to Hames. Ball stays with Hames. Goalie unsure where it is. Shot taken. Ryan able to react. Rebound picked up behind the net. Pass in front and a goal. We're in 75 in white. Nate Sens. Sinez. Tonawanda Braves player. Up in the Can-Am. Sinez. Scoreboard reading 4-7. Going to be fixed back to 4-6. Those buttons apparently a little sticky. An interesting one there as the face-off guys are tied up. Owls pick up the loose ball, have a guy up floor, unable to connect. Defense able to get back. A low-angle backhand as the players continue to jaw at the other end. In the meantime, Asheville Ignite on the offensive end with numbers as Sinez is tracking back, having a chat with the official. Ball up top to Bender. Bender misses the net. It's going to go over and back from Huey hustling off. Get his defender on the floor. Under a minute to go. Owls trying to go into the quarter break up 3. Taking their biggest lead of the game as of now. Would love one more. Change the outlook of this fourth and final quarter. Good look in front. A big save out of Clemens. Getting athletic, low, and moving his shoulder over. Pick and roll. Falls into Will Forrester's hand. Bounces off the ground and out of play. Ball picked up by the Ignite. 12 to go. Got to move quickly here. Bender looking to net, shopping around. A good check out of Lamar Jelks. Going to end the quarter. A good shot in the end. Had some speed to it, but it's got to beat the buzzer and it's got to go on net. 2-minute break here. 6-4 Owls looking to win the Battle of the Birds. We'll be back in a minute.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters.
Back at it here. A little early on the break, so pardon us for being a little second behind. Right into the action, cutting Elliot Bender, unable to corral that one. Cal Bruno carrying up the floor for the Owls. Fast action here in the fourth. I believe he's sitting on it. I think it was his glove that made the net move there, if you're wondering. Couple passes earlier connected. We could have a different score already. 30 seconds in, it's our fourth possession of the quarter. Wow. Jelks solidifying his name as one of the players of the tournament here. A big goal extends the lead as the Owls want the Spirits. Ignite a little slow on the change. Referees are going to allow it. 9 minutes to go in the game. Ignite down by 3. Owls coming back to who they look like they should be after a third place finish last year. A light push, that one will get called. Staying with the Owls. Owls stepping in inside to Hames, able to hold it. I don't know how. Defenders draped all over him, twists and turns and tucks it above Clemens' right shoulder. Extends the lead to 8-4. Ignite need to find something in the tank now if they're going to make this happen. Okay, we'll have a look at it here. Hames knocked down, gets back up, finds some space, catches it between 2 guys, gets up, extends, tucks it in. A great goal. A good opportunity there, unable to catch it. Inside look, miss assignment on the back end. Ignite find one back. It's a 3-goal game with 7 minutes to go. Hustle to the bench, boys. Let's get on the field. Referee's just having a quick chat. .745. Ref's time. They're going to go take a look at something. Having a chat with Ian, the Owls goaltender. Yeah, the referee removing the water bottle from play. Not allowed to have a foreign object in the net. In a strange world, a shot could bounce off of that water ball and stay out. Referees might mistake it for a pipe. Absolutely. A lot of different ways this could have gone. Water ball returned to the bench. Aquagate. Down for the faceoff. Iku Shinada. Grant Mull able to pick up the loose ball. Moving up the floor. Ignite with some pace. Looking to capitalize on the momentum they just built with a goal. Hoping to drag this back to a 2-goal game. Been back and forth all night. Owls extending themselves in the second half here. Nashville trying to find their space. Jackson Huey to the front. Finds it. Couldn't quite see where that one snuck in. But a big goal from Jackson, the ex-Seattle King product. Great save on one end, bouncing to the second. Highlight here. Tucks underneath, finds some space and just tucks it short side. One Ian, I imagine, would want back. 6-14, 6-13 left in the game. Face off now, a 2-goal game, 6 minutes to go. Nashville, another opportunity here. The Owls leaving Tal Bruno out on the offensive end. The Ignite, not recognizing they had a defender back, sends a fifth attacker onto the floor. Owls almost baiting the Ignite into too many men penalty there. It helps to have bench staff to keep an eye on things. Unfortunately for the Ignite, this comes at a bad time. 2 minutes to kill. 5:40 left. Without a shorthanded goal, if they're able to keep the Owls out of the net, they'll have 3:40 to go to make up this difference. Mark this one down. Owls working their power play. Pick set. Hames around the outside to Tal. Tal to the inside. An underhand shot. Wow. Clip that one. We're going to get you a replay of that shortly. 75 on the Owls. Inez. Nate fighting through the middle. Able to find some space. Tal gets it inside. He goes underhand between his legs, between Ryan Clemens' legs. Unbelievable. A big goal. 3-goal difference now. 6-9. Owls got to think about slowing this down. A big dump in the corner right in front of Isaiah. He was happy with the contact. Pass across, back door, unable to get it to go. A long pass will bounce up perfectly for him. Bender cutting across the net, handles it, finds it, brings it back to a 2-goal game. No, crease, pardon me. The referee was behind a post for me. Crease violation on Elliot Bender. Trim your toenails, buddy. End-to-end action as Hames is denied by Clemens. Ball back to him. Ball up top. Clemens, big athletic save, gets across the net, keeps that one out. Back to Hames. Hames defended well. Over to the righty side. Shot from the outside. Trying to catch Clemens sleeping. He's awake. Ignite with another opportunity here. 3:30 to go. Down by 3. Things need to happen fast here for the Ignite to stay alive in this tournament. As things stand, the Owls look like they have a date with the Thousand Island Spirit in about an hour and a half. Ignite fighting for a loose ball here off the rebound. Able to come away with it. Drawn down, penalty drawn. Looking to move fast. Wheeler unable to catch it. 3 to go. They're 6-on-5 if they can get the extra attacker out there. Currently, they're 5-on-4. There's the 5th one. There's the 6th. Bender with a high shot up into the chest of Ian. 2:45 to go. Time running short here for the Nashville Ignite. Looking to bring this close here. They need to go quick on this power play. 1 or 2 more stops from Ian Manning may be the end of the Ignite.
NHL goalies get to keep water, but their nets are on pegs and they blow the whistle with net off.
Unlike we just reminded that NHL goalies are able to keep a water bottle with them. That's on top of the net, and their net's on pegs. So if anything comes off, there we go. There's the quick one. Nick Wheeler brings them within 2:38 to go. Anything is possible. There's life in the Ignite yet. A big face-off coming here between Grant Mahler and Niku Shimada. Shimada, I had that right. Shimada, a Grizzlies player in the Japanese Lacrosse League. Me personally, a Steelers fan. Nick Wheeler with the ball, waiting for his help. Tries to go underneath, rolls back up top. A good seatbelt check, denies him the middle. Outside shot goes. We've got a 1-goal game. There's one thing to be said. These Nashville Ignite like late drama. You miss their last round robin game earlier, letting up a goal with 4 seconds on the clock to end in a tie. Changing up this matchup. They get the Owls. The Mustangs who tied it will end up playing the Oaks. Winner of this game takes on the Spirits. Winner of the next playing game, starting over on NABLL game stream shortly here, will look to play the Nor'easters in the quarterfinals. Nor'easters and Spirit, the only 2 teams without a loss yet. Owls with a rebound and a reset. 1-goal game, 2 minutes to go. This is not a time to rest on your laurels. Yes, control the clock, but give yourself a safety net here. Ball mishandled. Looking for something here. Outside shot eaten up by Clemens. Passes the ball up floor. Ignite in their offensive set. Minute 30 to go. 15 seconds on the shot clock. It's times now. March Elks denying him the center. Good defense out of the Owls so far this possession, but able to come around. Ian Manning, a big stop. 2 saves and he wins this game. 1 or 2 more possessions for the Ignite. Owls looking to put the game away on their own. Ball in their offensive stick. 1 minute left. 13 on the shot clock. Pick coming. Unable to get the roll. Wow. Cal Bruno on his offside crease. Tal catching it on the backside. Clement trying to hustle back, but just overextends. Tal showing some patience, waiting to get around him and finish this. We will have a Nashville Ignite penalty. Some words directed towards the ref. Another one. Two technical penalties on the Nashville Ignite. Clearly not seeing a way forward, trying to find someone to take it out on. More whistles going. An ejection. Throwing a fit on his way out the door. Enjoy your vacation in Utica. I'm not sure. Yeah, outside of box lacrosse, not a whole lot of reasons to come up here. Beautiful part of the country. Referees trying to get a hold of this situation. I got to get over the other four. I think this is the end of my broadcast. 4-on-3. Enjoy the rest of the game here, boys.
All right, I'm going to try to carry you through the rest of this one. Not nearly as good as Dave is, especially as it comes down to broadcasting, running the stream, crippling the replay. The only advantage I have is I do know that guy up top, Nate Snez. I watch him quite a bit. And as I'm sure he knows, Jason Chido's not here for me to mix them up because they're about the same size. Ignite, all alone, would have been a goal. Whistle blew, not sure what happened. Something's happening up here. Well, we'll watch what could have been on the other end. And it's a shame, too, because really, if you didn't take a stupid penalty down here, that could have tied it or brought it to within one. You got 30 seconds left. Oh, man. A very, my daughter likes that show. A series of unfortunate events. 35, you had it, too. Oh, faked him out. The goalie's like, nah, I heard the whistle. I'm done. They ain't even going to accuse me of trying to make that save. I do got to say, this 11 for Oak City. I'm sorry I don't know your name. I should. You are phenomenal up and down the floor. Not a ton of D guys that I get to always pay attention to, but when they have the speed like him that can cover so much ground, it's hard not to notice him. Only like a second more. Well, you guys can see the difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, nice bounce pass. Oh, they called it right at the end. Let's take a look. Woo! Huge thank you to the sponsors so much. Without them, we wouldn't be doing this. So if you support your local sponsors any chance you get. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back in a little bit. Turn over to NABLL Game Streams for the next game.
Its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.